Yes, yes. We started this year. This is new. I'm working with Second Harvest Heartland, the tremendous food bank here in the Twin Cities, and they have partners all over the state. So we tried to figure out the easiest way to do this. So what we're doing in this first go around, the 28 teams that are still playing football, between now and the week after Thanksgiving, they're invited to collect food donations at their schools and their communities. And let me know by weight how much they gather, and some school is going to win a nice prize from Second Harvest Heartland as they battle hunger. And once we got past last week's games, and then we knew which 28 teams are playing, I sent out emails to administrators of all these schools, and the response has just been fantastic. They're so excited, and in most cases, I was hoping this was how it would turn out. They've turned this over to student groups, National Honor Society, whatever it is, and kids are out there making posters and getting the word out in their communities. So this is a great cause. In a lot of cases, this food will stay right in their communities. So we're excited to see where this goes. And it's really worked out well. This is kind of a first step in our partnership with Second Harvest Heartland. Something actually my wife came up with, and she's kind of joking. Everywhere I go to high school events, I get fed pretzels and hot, you name it.
I hadn't noticed.
And she said, you should turn that on its head and come up with a way to feed people who really need to be fed. And that's where this started. So Beth Millea gets a stick tap there for coming up with the idea.
It's fantastic.
And we're really looking forward to some cool stuff here. And I've encouraged the schools to send me photos and tweet photos and tag me so we can spread the word here. And I know the people at Second Harvest are real excited to tie in with all these communities around the state.
Well, good on you, as they say in some portions of the country.
I'm still going to get some free pretzels once in a while.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We're not stopping that.
It's not either or. It's both.
It's a win-win.
Conference news.
Yeah, we had some breaking news here this week. Buffalo and St. Michael Albertville high schools have been looking for a conference. They've been in the Mississippi 8, and they've outgrown the Mississippi 8. There's no doubt about that. These are just burgeoning school districts in the Northwest Metro. So there's a really lengthy process when schools are looking for a conference. They apply to conference or conferences. If the conferences say no, then the schools come to the high school league, and there's a process where in our office a committee is set up of people who do not work for the high school league, but veteran administrators, people who've been through this, and they just look at all the paperwork and they make the decision. And the decision was announced this week that the Lake Conference looks like it'll be the new home for Buffalo and St. Michael Albertville beginning in the 2019-2020 school year. It's not a done deal yet because I think this was announced Monday this week. There's a 10-day period where the schools or the conference can ask for a hearing with an independent hearing officer. So we're in that 10-day period now. We'll see what happens there. But I think it's good for the Lake Conference. They've only got 5 teams. Edina, Hopkins, Minnetonka, Eden Prairie, Wayzata. And that's really, football gets all the pub when it comes to scheduling problems, and district football has taken care of a lot of that. But it's in the other sports, basketball, baseball, softball, where you've got varsity, JV, freshman team. You got a whole list of teams at different stages who need to find opponents. And if you're only in a conference with 4 other teams, you've really got to work to find games for all your lower level teams, not just your varsity. So if this is the way it pans out, I think that's good for everybody. Buffalo and St. Michael Albertville can certainly compete with these Lake Conference schools. Like I said, they're still growing. And the process is very lengthy. It's I don't know if it's a year, but we're getting towards the end of it. And we'll see what happens here in the next week. This all should become final.
Thank a ref.
Thank a ref. We always thank our officials, and this is outstanding. I retweeted something from the Sauk Center School District. Their community education department is holding a class for people who are interested in becoming officials. We're going to give you a whistle. We're going to give you a rule book. We're going to have a class on this, and it's just one of the greatest ideas ever. We always need more officials. And this problem is not going away. We have a lot of older officials who are going to be stepping down, in coming years. So the more high school kids and college students we can get interested in becoming officials, the better. So way to go. Good on you, Sauk Center Community Ed, for helping train officials.
Absolutely. Let's wrap it up with winter sports are here. One more reminder, if you'd like to advertise with this program, reach a statewide audience, or any of the other programs across the network, you can reach me at jsouhan47@gmail.com. Please, you can subscribe at iTunes, your favorite podcast app. You can go straight to talknorth.com, find the shows and the archives of the shows there. And thank you again to gourmetparlorpizza.com in Royalton and shipping pizzas all across the state. Winter sports are here.
Yes, we are here, Jim. You know, this sounds weird in basically not in mid-November. We had an outdoor girls hockey game last week. Hopkins, I saw a tweet from Dan Johnson, the Hopkins athletic director, about they were going to play I don't know who they were, I forget who the opponent was. It was going to be on an outdoor sheet of ice. I don't know where, I don't know how, but they played outdoor. That's how cold it's been, an outdoor hockey game. So girls hockey's, they're in their second week of practice now. Girls basketball's rolling. This week, in fact, is the first week of practice for alpine and Nordic skiing. They love this weather. Gymnastics, boys hockey, and girls basketball. Those teams in all those sports have now started practice. Next Monday is day one for wrestling, boys basketball, and adapted floor hockey. And I think a week after that, boys swimming and diving gets going. But we are well into winter, and all you got to do is stick your head outside over the last few days to.
I've noticed.
Have you noticed?
My dog has noticed.
Yes. Oh, tell me about it. But it's a fun time. We're looking forward to U.S. Bank Stadium this week, and a lot of good football. Like I said, it's cheap. It's an NFL stadium. It hosted a Super Bowl. It's going to host the Final Four. Bring a few dollars and get in there and experience some great football in there.
Good on you, again, for the SAC Hunger Campaign. You can find John's stuff, again, at John's Journal at MSHSL.org. And if somebody outside entity wanted to contribute to the SAC Hunger Campaign, how would they reach out to you?
Just, email Millea, JMILLEA at MSHSL.org. That's my email address. And on Twitter, you can send me a note at MSHSLJohn. Or you could even post a message on the MSHSL Facebook page, and I'll see it.
Great stuff and good works. We appreciate John, and we appreciate all of our listeners, everybody who's contributed to the network. We'll talk to you next week.
Attention business owners and managers. Are you overwhelmed by digital marketing? Are you serious about making 2019 different? Glory Ramsey and Successful Marketing Group want you to blow the doors off 2019 and double your business growth this year. Get started now with a free 45-minute audit and action plan. Glory will personally evaluate your business and create an action plan you can start now. Go to successfulmarketinggroup.com/Cheryl Reeve. Don't let 2019 start without you.